we gotta talk about this shit going on. Uncle Shay say, God damn, Unc, they got you too, Unc. Damn, Unc. No, Shay, no.
No.
Rod, I never want to hear the words big black baby ever again. I'm mortified. Take me out the group chat. I didn't need to see these tweets. I didn't need to see these text messages. I didn't need to see none of this shit. Go ahead, bro.
Baby gravy, dog. Baby gravy, man. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Man, like, listen, man, I sent some freaky texts, you feel me? One thing doing, you know, I'm from the cyber sex era, you feel me? So I get talking dirty and stuff, but man, some of y'all just corny, man.
Bro, that's the crazy part about these texts is that it makes me wonder. I'm like, dog, what have I said? Like, you know you can say some wild shit if you got that type of relationship with that man or woman, you know, whatever, however you get down. When you read it, you like, ew, that's what you be saying? Ew.
You know what, Herbie? That's why post-nut clarity is a thing. Because in the moment, you think you spitting. And then if you ever go back and look at those messages, you just be like, gosh, man, I'm so foul. What's wrong?
But here's the beauty of it, though, right? This is why I'm not going to say I love that I had to see this, but these are one of the many examples that women got no kind of game, bro. Because all of the texts that Shannon Sharpe released were from her. So these are her thoughts, what she has to say. This how she gets down, bro. And women don't got no game, bro. We just give the draws up quick, dog. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to talk to us.
They can't charm.
What is this?
They can't charm. Women don't know how to charm a man. It's not a skill they have, dog. Clearly.
Dog, I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, bro, what is this, bro? Like, I was mortified, bro. So for anybody who doesn't know what we talked about, bro, Shannon Sharpe is being accused of sexual assault. He's being sued, and this is not criminal charges. These are, this is, what's the other word?
Civil.
This is a civil lawsuit. So he is being sued for an alleged sexual assault to the tune of $50 million, man. Everybody saw what Cassie got, and everybody said, fuck it. I want that. I want what she got. Give me the Diddy deal. Everybody's like, give me the Diddy deal, right? But immediately, so, and again, let me take it from the start, right? So when I seen that it happened, I read the headline. I said, no, Shay, you about to sign an alleged $100 million media rights deal. Like, you are at the absolute pinnacle of what you got going on right now, dog. Like, damn, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, how you get caught slipping on your pimping like this, bro? Then I read the article, and then I seen who was involved. And it's the lawyer that is representing the alleged or the Jane Doe is a man by the name of Tony Buzbee. And it is getting more and more and more and more apparent that this guy is the biggest scammer in the history of law.
Bro, he's one of the most, bro, Herbie, he's a scandalous lawyer and everybody knows. Everybody knows Tony Buzbee is a scandalous lawyer. This man just got off trying to get Jay-Z, bro. You know what I'm saying?
In a case that he admitted he really didn't vet the situation. He admitted it, that I really didn't vet the person that brought the case to me. And this person is a part of it. And so he has a very complicated relationship with the public now because people in the city of Houston have known about Tony Buzbee for a long time. He's based out of Houston and he is known with this and he's been able to get away with, and again, these are all alleged. These are just based off of what people in that community have said about how he goes about his business. Basically, he gets people to bring a lawsuit against other famous people. 9 times out of 10, people are just going to settle and call it a day. And that's how he alleged to have made millions and millions of dollars. He's become famous before the Jay-Z stuff because of the cases with Deshaun Watson. That's when he came into the public light. But a lot of people in the city of Houston knew how he got down. But the situation with Jay-Z made it obvious that this man has no shame. Like, he has no credibility. There's none. Like, you have no credibility. You are just like, the fact that you just had that giant egg on your face with Jay-Z and then you came with this one afterwards. Like, you are shameless. Like, shameless, allegedly, bro, because these are very litigious people, bro. I don't want them to sue me, bro. My bad. Let me
dial it back a little bit, man.
Let me dial it back. Let me dial it back. These, what I am saying is for educational purposes only. These are alleged things. You are allegedly scandalous. You are allegedly shameless. I don't want you to sue me for defamation. All right, Mr. Buzbee. So hopefully this does not make it to the meta, and you come across this and you feel like you have to crush our small little podcast to the ground. However, when I saw that your name was associated with this case, a giant eyebrow was raised.
You were looking like The Rock. Smelling the crowd.
Right. All right, so let me get your thoughts, man. What are your thoughts on it? And then we'll get to some of these text messages, man, from the plaintiff, man.
Well, initially, when, like many people, when I mean, to be honest with you, I wasn't really on my phone today like that. So I really didn't know until you told me, like, you shot me a text and you're just like, oh, man, we got to talk about Shannon Sharpe. And I'm just like, what? Shannon Sharpe? So I ended up, going to go look it up. And then when I was reading the initial affidavit, I was like, whoa, because it was extremely, you read it and it's oddly specific. You know what I'm saying? He met her, she claims they met at the gym and that he was excessively, texting her and all this stuff. She describes, the thing about these things, Herbie, and what I don't want to say it's what bothers me, because this is what makes these situations so tricky. It's the fact that you're going off of a person's word that they got, they were harmed severely. Like, rape is severe harm. So it's just like, for, and in cases like these, Herbie, even if Uncle Shay, it comes out that this is all bogus and stuff, you will always take a hit to your credibility when allegations like these come out. And when you consider the fact that Michelle Evans, who is not a Jane Doe, who's actually, she put her name out there, tried to sue Uncle Shay for similar reasons, said similar things. So, he has, like, he's building a track record for this, Herbie, which it pains me to say that. That's what I see. But, you look at it on the other end, right? And then he comes out and he drops his evidence. He drops his text, and I start reading through that. And obviously I have my doubts. Like, you never want to, people talk about victim blaming. It's not about victim blaming. Not everybody who comes out and says something happens actually has something happen. Like, people cry wolf and there's no wolf, Herbie. It's just, and we don't know, right? We have to wait for all the facts to unfold, the story to unfold, all the facts to come to light. But for what we see, I mean, Shay got receipts, and those receipts were pretty damning on her part. And you know what I mean? And that's why Tony Buzbee, see, this is how you know Tony Buzbee's a lawyer. He starts his opening statement in the report, in the report. He starts it off by saying, oh, a woman, you could be in a relationship with a woman and it could be consensual 99 times out of 100. But the one time she says no, it's a rape, which, he's right. I think that's why he decided to word it that way, in case something like this happened. Shay drops the evidence. And when you look at how she was coming at him, Herbie, it just screams, Herbie, it just screams a trap. You know what I'm saying? It just screams at you that this was the goal from the get-go. Like, she was planning on scamming this man, right? And that's just what I take away from it, right? Like, we don't really know all the details yet, but just go ahead.
No. I'm sorry to cut you off, but my thing, the part where it gets so crazy is that it's how is it always Tony Buzbee?
He got the Sean. He got this fucking. It's crazy.
How is it always Tony Buzbee? Like, it's obvious that part of his game is that he makes it known, or he gives an outlet, or he reaches out to people that he knows is involved with people in these circles. Because especially out in LA, bro, like, this shit is way smaller than you think. You could get around to who you need to get around to. You can make a call to somebody who can make a phone call, right? Yeah. Like, it's always Tony Buzbee. It feels like he is orchestrating this behind the scenes, because it's always him. He's not. It is 330 million people in this world. There's a lot of lawyers. There's a lot of lawyers that handle cases like this. How is it only him? How?
That's because he has the name, Herbie.
How is it Tony Buzbee associated with the case with the woman that has mental. I'm not gonna say mental disability is the wrong, but I'm referencing the case with Jay-Z. The lady has a disability. She can't afford Tony Buzbee? The fuck? This guy's good at his job, man. I'll say that, bro. But you brought up the text, and I gotta bring the text out, man. This shit here crazy, bro. This shit here crazy, bro. Out the gate. I know you missed this big juicy ass. $25K for each cheek. What? What you mean by that?
For each. Uncle Shay, you was paying for it?
Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I could do whatever I want to me. What?
Disgusting.
What you mean? What you mean by that? I want to put my tongue in your asshole and marry you. What?
Damn, man. These hoes freaky, man.
That's my daddy, fuck. I want you to put a big black baby in me. What you mean? What you mean by that, Mrs. Uzinga? What does that mean? What?
Gabriella.
You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. What?
She had a fascination with big black babies, didn't she?
Your boy is a freaky fraud, Rod. This your boy. This one of them situations where I got to say that, hey, that's your boy, man.
That's definitely my boy.
Your boy Shay a freaky fraud, man.
Freaky fraud, man.
He a freaky fraud, man. What is this, bro? Like, all in all, man, we gonna leave it there. This is clearly gonna go. Like, this is not going under the radar. This is going, and we will revisit this.
Bro, Tony, he announced this on his IG. He knew exactly how messy this was gonna be. He knew. This is gonna be a show, Herbie. This is what we're gonna get. It's just the beginning.